Hey everyone, welcome to the Checkered Chat. I'm Justin,
Blake.
and we are here after Kansas, the race where nothing happened until something did.
Yeah.
Literally.
Not a bad race.
Not a bad race, but
Not a lot of action.
No, not at all. I mean, you had like two guys dominating, and then a different guy won.
Yeah.
So, yeah, anyways, we'll see you guys next week. No, I'm joking. Nah. I mean, overall, like, not a bad race by...
It was a good 1.5 mile race. It just...
Yeah.
It
just was what it was.
Yeah.
I feel like we've had, like, 2 races in a row that have just been kind of...
Like Bristol.
Yeah, Bristol and Kansas were just kind of like, eh.
Yeah.
But, you know. Yeah, anyways. So, news we have this week. Blake will be at Dega.
Woo.
Mr. Birthday Boy. Yesterday was his birthday.
Oh, also, shout out to Daniel from Zip It Up today that we were recording on Wednesday the 22nd is his birthday. So,
yeah.
happy birthday to Daniel.
Oh, yeah, I forgot y'all's birthdays are right there. Yeah. Happy birthday from us at the Checker Chat.
He's currently probably at Epcot right now.
Yeah, I think I saw his story, and that's where he was. But yeah, so Blake will be at Dega. Let me put my iPad on Do Not Disturb because I turn it on once a week for this.
Notifications will be coming in the entirety of our episode.
Literally.
Just a faint ding, ding,
ding, ding, ding. That's why it's on Do Not Disturb. Anyways, news for this week. Blake will be at Dega. Go say hey to him.
Yeah.
Him and Lily will be out there. I will not. I will be at work, being sad.
I will probably be in cut-off blue jean overalls, which you would think would be easy to find, but it's Talladega, so we will see.
Who knows? It's like...
We saw Abraham Lincoln at Talladega one year.
I remember. That was last year. Yeah, last year we saw Honest Abe there. That's his nickname, right?
That sounds right.
Yeah, that's freaking weird, bizarre. Anyways, it's Dega, so, you never know what you'll see. Yeah, but anyways, ready to watch Austin Cindric come and win his one race a year.
Not this one.
I don't know. We'll see. I also never made picks or made schemes. I just realized that.
Just make them on the fly.
I will.
And then you get a blind reaction to mine.
Yeah, this is something I should have brought up at the beginning of the episode. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about right now.
Oh, cool.
But if you've listened to the past few episodes...
Oh, yes.
You may have noticed we've had some technical issues. The episode with my dad, and then also last week we had some issues. We're trying to fix those. We don't hear that until we're in like post editing, which I do. Everything here is very DIY. We do quite literally everything ourselves. Occasionally my wife does some of the stuff for Instagram or TikTok. But yeah, no, like, we're not perfect. Just if there is some weirdness that ever happens with like our voice or anything, comment, let us know, because we don't go back and
don't like to listen to our own voices. Yeah. We already, like, right now as I'm speaking, I'm listening to my own voice.
Yes. If you don't know, that's why we have headphones on. We don't have a producer or anything like that. But in post, the reason I don't listen to it is because we use a program called Riverside. It's a great program if you're trying to get into podcasting
or make YouTube videos,
whatever. Riverside's great. Like, it's like Zoom meets Logic Pro, GarageBand, whatever you want to say, all that stuff. Like, it's great. It's a great program. I don't know what has been happening, but we got new cables, so hopefully that helps. But whenever I go to edit, there's a script that it takes out, and I edit off of the script.
Yeah.
So I just so happened to catch it last week because it was during paint schemes.
That's why you got a graphic, not a video.
Yes. So just know that if you ever don't get a video on TikTok of paint schemes, it's because of that. But hopefully these cables fix the issue. We'll see what happens because, yeah, like literally it's not like
we don't hear it in real time.
We hear live. We don't hear the recorded, if that makes sense. It's a lot. This is a lot of like inside baseball kind of stuff, but
it's a lot of technical jargon.
Yeah. Like I should have let off the podcast with that, but I'm gonna apologize if anything does happen this episode. Crossing my fingers that nothing does. But yeah, no, we're human. We're also a very DIY grassroots podcast. We are quite literally just two dudes. That's
it.
Yeah.
Just two dudes.
Just two dudes. Nothing more, nothing less.
Also, for the portion of our fan base that I know has either my phone number and or Justin's phone number, if you hear anything, just let us know. Just shoot us a text.
Yeah, shoot us a text.
We're not gonna think you're criticizing us.
No. And also, if you have a suggestion, you have a constructive criticism, or if you just want to tell us that we suck and everything, that we should just never do this again, shoot us a text. Let us know. Comment. I don't care. We literally just do this because it's fun. That's it.
The most commented thing on all social media is when I see bad takes on podcasts are, man, they should really make podcasting equipment more expensive these days.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. And if anybody is wanting to start a podcast, reach out to us. I can...
we may not know everything, but we sure will let you know
we
what we
sure
do know.
Have gotten a lot of episodes out without a lot of issues.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had our issues. I mean, the more recent
knock on the fake
that
wood table.
We did have the one episode last season that we didn't record any audio for. Do you remember that? No, wait, that happened twice. We had one episode where you came back the next night and we recorded, and then there was one, I think it was literally like the next week, we got like all the way to Cup, and then we were like, I looked and it wasn't recording the audio. It was just us sitting here going,
yeah.
Very true. Very true. Anyways, news this week. Daniel Dye will be making 4 Cup starts for Live Fast Motorsports. Yeah.
Boo. I wanted to see BJ McLeod at Talladega.
Yeah.
No. I wanted to see him lead laps again.
Yeah.
The blank all black car out front.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Well, I mean, last year it was Alfredo ran the spring.
Well, Alfredo was in the 62, I thought, because I thought it was BJ and Alfredo ended up out front at one point. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm probably wrong. Odds are. I just remember Alfredo leading laps, actually.
Yeah, let me look it up, because I remember that.
But yeah, no. Congrats to him to be able to get a ride after the whole debacle. We won't talk too much on that.
Say controversial things on a live stream and you fail upwards in NASCAR. Yeah. Good job, everybody.
How did that happen? Anyways,
I say that jokingly.
Yeah. Anyways, the next thing we got on news is Joey Gacy will be running also this weekend. That's how you pronounce his last name, right? Gacy.
I thought it was Gase.
Gase. Whoops. My bad.
I don't know. I think I could be wrong.
Yeah. And then not at Dega, but Cletus is gonna be running in the O'Reilly series at Nashville.
Yeah. Cletus will be running ARCA this weekend at Dega.
Yes.
Along with what I'm trying to think of what his actual name is.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
Whatever his
George.
George? Is that his
George
real name?
Something, because they call him LS George. Yeah.
Squirrel. Yeah.
He'll be in the Zero Heatwave car.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That'll be fun. And then this weekend, Tyler Ankrum is making his O'Reilly's debut at Dega.
Yay.
And then here's the big one, I guess, for this week. The NASCAR EVP, I cannot remember his name exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know if you do.
No.
Is in talks of turning the O'Reilly series into an electric series. No, God, no, please no.
Insert Michael Scott.
Yes, literally. I do think it would be neat in the future to see not an electric car, but like the kind of like hatchbacky looking cars. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Like to replace the O'Reilly series?
You like, yeah, so that it gives it a, you have truck, whatever you want to call that, the crossover, I guess, whatever. Like, I think that'd be cool, but also make those run like the O'Reilly series now, and we're good.
This will be the one video that we get comments and everybody's going to flame you for that.
Go ahead. Do it. I ask for it every week.
Don't touch the O'Reilly's cars. Do not touch them at all. That is the last form.
If you're going
Don't touch them. Just throw that idea
If you're going to touch them.
If you're going to touch them, change the trucks. If you're going to touch them, change the cup cars.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the O'Reilly series is the last quote-unquote true form of NASCAR, it feels like, that we have. I mean, the trucks are a close second, but they put on week in and week out the most entertaining races to watch, I feel like.
Yeah, you have a point.
Like, they're old school still, but new, like, they're like old school with new tech, basically, still. Yeah. Like, they're perfect. Don't touch them. Even Dale Jr. was like, yeah, I don't think Junior Motorsports is going to be interested in this. So, like, if you're talking about that, then you're going to lose, like, one of the biggest pieces of the sport
literally
out of your series. Like, maybe just
don't
throw that one in the trash.
Yeah, no.
But if they wanted to do hybrids or electric or whatever, that is fine. That is cool. At some point, we're going to have to be open to change. Do not change these top series, though.
Yeah.
Make it like Formula 1 has Formula 1, Formula 2, Formula 3. They have F1 Academy, which I think replaced Formula 4, and they have Formula E.
Yeah. Do a separate series as in like having an electric car.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're going to do the electric car route.
Let them travel along and accompany race weekends with the other series. And if people want to go, cool. If they don't, cool. You don't have to.
Yeah.
Give them some of their own races too, because I think they would probably be fun on like street courses and road courses and whatnot. But
do some pair dates with IndyCar or something like that.
Yeah, like
makes sense to me, But yeah, no, it's no, don't touch the O'Reilly series. Especially don't make it electric, for the love of God.
I mean, that just like that would alienate the fan group so much. That
100%. Yeah. There would be people would be very upset.
Yeah, you would sell a lot of tickets on Friday and Sunday, and Saturdays would be relatively empty, I feel like.
Yeah, because nobody wants to hear
Yeah. Like,
and when they back up, do they make the I'm going to heaven noise? The oh.
No, they just sound like a forklift.
Yeah, it's just beep, beep, beep. And nobody wants to feel like they're at work on Saturday, so, well.
At our work.
Yeah, true. Anyways, that wraps up the news segment for this week.
Jesse loves running Cup Series.
Oh yeah, that too. We figured we'll give him some press because no one else is.
I didn't learn that until I was looking at paint schemes today, and then RCR posted about it, and I was like, I feel like I don't remember hearing Jesse Love was running Talladega.
Yeah,
might be crazy. Might have just forgot about that. Might have been announced very early, but at the end of the day, that was kind of a shock to me.
Yeah,
we'll get more into it, but we'll have 41 cars trying to qualify, so one car will have to go home.
Bye. Yeah.
Which, at the same time, give one of them the provisional and let them run 41 cars. Like,
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, you want to get into O'Reilly's while I glance through these paint schemes for this week?
So, the O'Reilly series. Before we talk about the race, I would like to discuss one of my qualms with the O'Reilly series after I just praised them so much. Quit doing off-location broadcast booths.
Yeah, I agree.
And you want to see the biggest reason why? On lap 2 of the race.
Yeah.
So lap 1, Carson Kvapil leads the field to the green with William Byron. Kvapil gets ahead before Corey Day and William Byron both go outside of him. So Corey Day gets away with the lead. Kvapil and Byron are battling for second. They go to lap 2. You're watching the race. Oh, Josh Bilicki spins. Like, that's going to suck. He's going to burn up a set of tires. Oh! Yeah, cuts over, and then here's Carson Kvapil doing his best Ryan Preece impression on the backstretch of Kansas, and they have no idea because they're not there. They're watching the race like we are calling it. Like, and then they fly Jamie McMurray out on Sunday to Kansas to be in person at the track because he also works with Fox.
That's so stupid.
Like, I get it probably saves the CW a lot of money.
But Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but, I mean, just don't, like, it is still way better than the truck, like, broadcast in the truck booth.
Yeah.
But, like, just don't start stooping to their level and start falling. Like,
yeah.
At the end of the day, I think there is a level of, like, excitement and a different perspective when the people calling the race are looking out the window and picking different spots of the track to watching different drivers, not just what is being captured by a camera at the moment.
Yeah.
Because that is one of the draws if you were to buy a ticket to go to the race rather than going and just watching it on your TV on the sofa on Sunday is if you're a Kyle Busch fan, he's not going to be on TV until he gets lapped. You go
or wrecks out.
Yeah, you go in person and you want to keep up with Kyle Busch. Cool. Probably won't be hard to find. Look at the back of the pack.
Yeah.
Like, you can watch, look at this battle for 8th and 9th over here is really good, and the lead is like 2 seconds. I'm going to watch that. TV's not really, they're going to, look, here's a cool little battle. Okay, cool. Next, back to the leaders. Like,
yeah.
But yes, so that is that. Stage 1, it looked like for a while, this was Corey Day. Like, well, I say for a while. It looked like up until the competition caution because they still threw that on lap 20 because they couldn't really justify, hey, you got one lap, like 1.5 laps, basically. Cool. No more competition caution. So we still got that on lap. It ended up being lap 21. Corey Day was able to hold off Allgaier, which was kind of surprising because I thought Allgaier was, he was faster, but I thought he was just going to blow his doors off. At which point they get out of the pits, they restart. Brandon Jones has now taken the lead. Lap 38. This is interesting because we're going to Talladega, and the two drivers involved in this are okay. Hold on. Let me do this in the correct order. On lap 38 of the Kansas race, Austin Hill gets loose and spins off turn 4 after Jesse Love comes down the track, pinches him, takes all the air off the car, and he spins out. Okay, cool. Probably shouldn't have done that. Whatever. Yeah. Here comes William Sawalich because you have to pick low or high and commit to it because there's a smoke screen now.
Yeah.
He hits Austin Hill, destroys the rear, it shifts the rear end of the car to the point that it's not drivable anymore. Now Austin Hill's done. Now to 98% of fans, yippee.
Yes.
Even though, let's be honest, he's not having a great year, so he wasn't going to contend that much anyway. But that is your teammate. And you are on lap 38 of a 200 lap race. I like Jesse Love and I don't like Austin Hill. But I did I was like, I don't want to, but I'm kind of on your side, Austin. That was kind of BS.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, the insult to injury is you're going to Dega next. Do they historically work well together on the super speedways? No, they don't. So does it also make sense that at Kansas that happened? Yeah, kind of. But this week, if you're Jesse Love, you want to beat your teammate, Austin Hill.
Yeah.
Early in the race, if you didn't do that, Austin might, hey, let's do a teammate restart this time. Let the two get in front of me. Or, hey, I'm going to drop down in front of the 2. We're going to control the race for a minute. When the lines start, like, we'll strategize and control the race for a while, do it at our pace, and then when it really gets going, all right, cool, every man for themselves. Now, I don't think he's interested in a teammate day. Like, let me kind of help the 2 out where I can.
After that, yeah, for
like,
sure.
He's probably going to hang Jesse Love out if he gets the opportunity. I don't think he'll I hope he won't wreck him.
Yeah, but
it's hard to say I don't think he will, because something about that helmet might be a little small, because he sure loses ability to use his brain in the race car sometimes.
Literally, yeah. Flashback to Indy.
Flashback to Watkins Glen, flashback to Indy, flashback to Charlotte 2023.
Yeah, we could go on.
Yeah. But yeah, it didn't make a whole lot of sense. Yeah, he's definitely going to remember that. They probably had a very, very awkward Monday morning team meeting.
Yeah.
And my guess is that they're pretty much over it. It's behind them. Jesse Love, I would hope, owned up to it. They'll probably have a week or 2 of awkwardness, and then it'll kind of go back to whatever.
Yeah. But I mean, also, like, when does that team feel like it doesn't have awkwardness? Like, if we're being so real.
Yeah.
You know?
Because, I mean, I genuinely do feel like the 2 entries that they have in the O'Reilly series never feel as if they're a complete 2-car team. It feels like, here's the 2 team, and here's the 21 team.
Yeah.
It's not like, hey, they're going to...
Well, that's also, if we're going to, you know, talk about RCR, it's how it feels in Cup, too.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
But I think a lot of that is just Kyle Busch is so done with RCR.
And then you have quite literally Richard Childers' grandson. So,
who I will say, I will die on this hill. I've always, like, low key rooted for the kid.
Yeah.
Not a kid anymore. Rooted for Austin Dillon. He is not that bad of a race car driver. If his granddad wasn't Richard Childress, he still would have had a career in NASCAR, I do feel. Would it have been in the 3-car? No, absolutely not. Would anybody be driving the 3-car? No. But, I mean, would he still be racing now? I don't know. His brother still races.
Yeah.
He's not even in an RCR car. So you would... Cole Custer race... Well, no, that's a terrible example.
Yeah, that's a bad one. Eric Jones.
Yeah. Although I do feel like Eric Jones is slightly better than Austin. But they're very weird because they're so similar, though.
Yeah.
You have Darlington for Eric Jones. You have Richmond for Austin Dillon. They both do good at super speedways. I mean, yeah, is a super speedway the great equalizer of all equipment? Yeah. But, like, they show similarities.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so back to the O'Reilly's race, because that was a little bit of a tangent. Brandon Jones wins stage 1, followed by Corey Day, Justin Allgaier, Jesse Love, and Anthony Alfredo. On the restart following, some cars stayed out, with Anthony Alfredo and Jeb Burton staying out, leading the field to green. The next lap, Byron is able to get the lead. He was one of the first cars on 4 tires. Lap 64, Alfredo cuts tire running 10th, gets into the front stretch wall, and then under the yellow, after coming down and getting tires, they didn't really fix his fender rub. He blew another tire. Rip. That's the end of his day. Yeah. He's down a set of tires. He's multiple laps down. You're not coming back from that on a 1.5 miles. Brandon Jones continues to lead. Jesse Love's up there now. Doesn't really matter. Brandon Jones wins stage 2, followed by Sheldon Creed, Justin Allgaier, Jesse Love, and Corey Day. Honestly, for a while, it felt like, oh, yeah, Brandon Jones. I know that guy. He is a really good race car driver. Okay, cool. He's probably going to go on and win this. We'll get into later why he didn't. I also, shocker, I am a Brandon Jones fan. That is my one piece of sheet metal I have as a signed fender from Brandon Jones's Talladega 2024 car, I think.
Okay. Yeah. I couldn't remember if it was 24 or 23.
I think it's 24.
It's probably 24.
Wait.
Because me and you were tight when you got it, because you got it on that trip.
It was 2024. Because that was, because the Xfinity race was 420, and the Cup race was my birthday, and we were there all weekend. That was like the one,
Yeah,
it
the
was
fan
2024.
weekend.
Yeah. So at this point, hold on. Lap 101, we've went a while without this. Corey Day gets into Sammy Smith while running 8th off turn 2, causing Sammy Smith to spin, gets into Corey Day again, and then Ryan Sieg also spins from 15th. This was a racing deal, I do feel like, but it was like a product of hard, aggressive racing. It wasn't like, oh, whatever, like we're just kind of minding our business, like, if that makes sense. Not that there's different levels of a racing deal, but in this situation...
Yeah, it stemmed from just hard racing in general.
Which I will say, watching it, I did, and I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but I did kind of feel like that Sammy Smith, while wrecking, just made it a point to come back down and hit Corey Day.
Yeah.
And I don't want to accuse anybody of doing anything, because at the end of the day, I don't hate Sammy Smith. I certainly don't really like him, but that is definitely something he would do.
Yeah.
And at this point of the race, 6 of the 12 drivers above the chase cut line have been involved in incidents, them being Corey Day, Carson Quapfel, Sammy Smith, Austin Hill, William Sawalich, and Parker Retzloff. And then also, to add on to that list, you could say a 7th, because Sheldon Creed had to start at the rear of the field.
That's true. Yeah.
Which now at this point of the race, Creed's up front. He leads the field to green with Brandon Jones. Creed gets control of the race, getting the lead. Now on lap 133, Corey Day, who restarted 28th after the incident on lap 101, is already back up to 8th. He entered this race with an 8-race top 10 streak, the longest in the series at the moment.
Yeah.
So that's something interesting to watch out for the rest of the race, which honestly wasn't very eventful.
Yeah.
Because lap 147 on the green flag pit stops, Sheldon Creed and Brandon Jones pit. Those were your first and second place cars. So then Corey Day cycles to the lead. Taylor Gray passes both Sheldon Creed and Brandon Jones, and Brandon Jones is penalized for an uncontrolled tire on the pit stop, ending his day. Lap 149, Cole Custer and Sam Mayer pit, or Cole Custer, Sam Mayer, and Brent Cruz pit, and then on lap 150, Corey Day pits. Lap 152, Ryan Sieg and Jeb Burton are the only cars on the lead lap not to have pit, and Gray leads by 3.4 seconds over Creed, which felt very impossible to overcome. But if anybody was going to do it, I felt like it would have been Brandon Jones, who would have been a little closer.
Yeah.
Probably. But ultimately at the end, skipped one thing again. Lap 165, Corey Day pits from 7th with a flat tire. So
bye-bye Corey Day.
Yeah, bye-bye Corey Day. And then lap 200, the last lap of the race, Gray is able to hold off Sheldon Creed and only win by 0.7 seconds, because Creed made it all the way to him, just couldn't get around him, couldn't get close enough. But the best second place finish of Sheldon Creed's career, he did win $100,000 in the Dash for Cash.
Yep.
And that did end, obviously, the top 10 streak for Corey Day, which still very impressive.
Yeah, 100%.
He's still, I think he's still top 5 in points. I'll double check after I give you the top 10.
I still think he's
I think he's top 4 in points still.
I still think he's knocking on the door of a win, like, no doubt. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I think they need to clean some stuff up.
Yeah. But I mean, what young driver doesn't?
Yeah. Well, and I mean too, even like the team.
Yeah. Don't get me started on teams.
Oh yeah. So before I get you started on teams, your top 10 for the Xfinity series. The O'Reilly series.
You could have kept going and I wouldn't have even noticed, but since you said something, yes. O'Reilly series.
Sheldon Creed did finish 2nd. Justin Allgaier was 3rd. Jesse Love 4th. Brent Cruz 5th. Another driver I do feel like is knocking on the door to a top 10, or I meant to a win. But wildly impressive that at the age of 18, the first time you ever have went to a 1.5-mile track, you ran not only top 10 all day, but you ran top 5 a lot of the day, and you finished 5th.
Yeah.
So kudos to him. He beat William Byron and Cole Custer, Cup drivers.
Mm-hmm.
who were 6th and 7th. Brandon Jones did rally back to, oh my God. Brandon Jones did rally back to 8th. Sam Mayer finally finished a race with no incident and finished 9th. So round of applause to Haas factory team on that one. They kept both of their cars together. But at the beginning of the year, which what I'm about to say I know does have a lot probably to do with Sam Mayer's issues, but still, I do think Sheldon Creed would have been just running circles around him the whole time. I wouldn't necessarily have believed you if you were like, Sheldon Creed is going to be the driver at Haas factory team and dominate Sam Mayer every week.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. And then Ryan Sieg rounded out the top 10.
Yeah. There was something I was going to say, but I cannot remember what I was going to say.
We're still living on the high that we were in the crowd for the one and only time Sheldon Creed has been able to win.
Yeah. No, that was...
And what made it even sweeter was seeing Austin Hill get wrecked.
Yes. That was great.
I mean, what a fitting way for Sheldon to get his first win.
Ross Chastain saying, have you guys tried wrecking him?
Yeah.
And then, for, 30 minutes. Anyways, sorry. That was a tangent for sure that we should have put at the beginning. I don't know. Maybe I could flip it around and put that at the beginning somehow in editing.
Yeah.
Anyways, this
so
may
if you're
not,
listening,
if you're listening and this feels out of place, it could be.
It is out of place.
It is. Yeah. Anyways, anything else on the O'Reilly series? Oh, I remember what I was going to say.
Jesus.
Sorry. Okay. So I've been seeing when people talk about the O'Reilly series, NOAP, and I am like, what the hell does that mean?
NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series.
It literally just clicked to me today reading the headline about Ankrum that's what that meant.
Because like when it was the Xfinity series, it was like NXS.
Yes.
The Truck Series never really gets one because just calling it the Truck Series is the abbreviation. It's technically the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series.
Yes.
The Cup Series is honestly
might as well just
at this point is literally, they don't have a title sponsor anymore. It's literally just the NASCAR Cup Series.
Yeah. It doesn't need a shortened
It's
thing.
not like back in the day when it was the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series or
Winston Cup.
Yeah. Winston Cup, Sprint Cup.
Yeah.
Nextel Cup.
Nextel, then Sprint.
Yeah. And then Monster. And now Cup Series.
Yep. No, that's where we are. Yeah. Anyways, on to the Cup race. Yeah. Not a ton happening here,
so
honestly.
The two people that dominated the race were Kyle Larson and Denny Hamlin.
Both of our picks for last week.
Yes. And then, no, not both of our picks.
Did I not pick? Who did I pick?
Wait, did I pick Hamlin? No, I picked Bell.
I thought you picked Larson. My bad.
Who did you pick?
I picked Hamlin, I think.
Okay, let me go fact check.
Yeah, go fact check it.
No, you picked Chris Buescher.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm thinking of Bristol was
I
when
picked Larson,
That's what I was thinking of. My bad, guys.
You're good.
I'm stupid.
But yes. But anyways, so the race was dominated by Larson and Hamlin, and then Cody Ware wrecked because he was on really old tires, and Denny Hamlin caught a lot of criticism because in the heat of the moment in his interview, he said, "Leave it to Cody Ware."
Yes.
Which, I mean, valid.
Yes.
But
100% valid.
He did the right thing in all of his post-race or post-race interviews, if that makes sense, like podcast, et cetera, talking about how much etiquette he races with while being lapped every week. Like, he isn't a pain in anybody's side. He gets out of the way. He doesn't affect anything. And at the end of the day, they stayed out longer than they probably should have. A tire burst. It wasn't anything. He was in the heat of the moment. That's what cost him the race. Yes, he's going to be upset.
Yeah.
But then we got to overtime, and you're like, oh, wow, yippee, Kyle Larson, he's going to win for the first time in a year, which is crazy. And then Tyler freaking Reddick just wins. And
my boy is on
an
absolute heater. I'm not sad. I am.
I'm sad. Okay. Well, hold on. I'm not sad. So here's where I'm at on it. Growing up, I despised Jimmy Johnson. I knew this is where you were going. Him. But as I've got older, there's something about and I liked Tyler Reddick at RCR. I liked Tyler Reddick when he first went over to 2311. I've never disliked him. He's never been like my favorite. I'm not going to go out of my way to buy merch.
Yeah, no, I'm
like
not saying that I'm going to do that. You're not going to see me in Reddick merch.
I do like the guy at the end of the day, but we're teetering on, and I really hope that everybody takes what I'm about to say the right way. And I'm not comparing these two people because they are not comparable, but we are teetering on a Jimmy Johnson level, seasonal run.
Yeah.
Is Tyler Reddick going to win 7 championships? Absolutely not.
No.
Is Tyler Reddick going to win more than one? Maybe not. Who knows? Like, he might not even win one this year for all we know. Like, the script hasn't leaked yet. No, I'm kidding. But like, we're just on that level of it. And what's funny is I was sitting there talking to my dad the other day, and jokingly, he goes, well, at least we're going to Talladega, or like they're going to Talladega, so you won't have to watch him win in person. And then I go, no, because he won the Daytona 500, and then he won Atlanta without a fender. So he's won every drafting style.
And he's also won Dega before.
Yeah, which,
granted, that was like stroke of luck.
I was hyped for that one.
Yeah.
Because it was the literal Talladega, like, oh my God, how did that? But there's Reddick.
Yeah.
Like, your mind's like here, there, everywhere. You're like the squirrel from Ice Age trying to figure out what's going on.
Yes. 100%.
But yes, all that to say, the social media outpour of absolute just buffoonery is like making me realize how old I am getting, because I just want to delete social media sometimes.
Yeah.
Do I have to go through and read the comments? No. But do I like to, as somebody that has a NASCAR podcast, to get a gauge of what the general consensus of the fan base is, to kind of know what are some cool hot topics to talk about?
Temp check. Yeah.
Everybody, they need to take the 45 back to the R&D center and tear it apart. This is outrageous. Them damn Toyotas are they're cheating it up.
They got the special speed DLC or something.
Oh, because of the lawsuit. Bubba Wallace would have won a race by now if it was because the lawsuit.
Yes.
Also, Front Row is driving around in literal tractors compared to everybody else most weeks. They haven't seen a lick of speed increase.
There's nothing to do with this lawsuit.
Nothing to do with the lawsuit. Now, one argumentative point I did see, and for half a second I was like, but then I was like, no, this is still stupid at the end of the day. Kyle Busch did a podcast with, I don't know, some literally some Fox News podcast that's so stupid that makes no sense to me. But anyway, not to get political, but we don't merge the two.
Yeah.
Do a Fox Sports pod. Yes. Anyway, before I dive in that rabbit hole, Kyle Busch said after they won their 3 races and after why am I blanking? After Worldwide Technology, St. Louis, NASCAR slapped him on the wrist and was like, "Hey, we know what you're doing with the cars. Like, do not bring the cars back to the track like that," because they were operating in the gray area.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't cheating. There was no rule against whatever they were doing. Mind you, this is NASCAR. They're not going to tell you what was going on. Until Kyle Busch is retired and he goes on the Dale Jr. download and just spills his guts, like that type of thing. But is Toyota, have they found something in the gray area? Yes. 110% yes. They have found something in the gray area to have a competitive advantage, because at the end of the day, this is a spec racing series.
Yeah.
Are all the cars still relatively equal? Yes. Is qualifying still pretty close? Yes. But who at the end of the day is always fastest, always finds a way to have more speed late in a run, have more it just feels like, and I'm not saying they're cheating.
No, because that's the thing. That's what gives these cars a competitive advantage. That's NASCAR. If you ain't cheating, you ain't winning. You know? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Whatever the saying is.
I guarantee you could get nitpicky and start going through the rule book of previous generation cars and even on, How many rules do you think were written because of Dale Sr.? How many
Yeah.
rules do you think were written because Jeff Gordon and Ray Abraham? I know an absolute shit ton of rules were written because of Chad Knaus and Jimmy Johnson, because boy, did they cheated, actually, like legitimately cheated sometimes, but other times they operated deep in the gray area.
Yeah.
The gray area is fine. The gray area is fun. Sometimes it sucks when you don't like who has found that gray area, but at the end of the day, get over it.
Yeah.
And I will step off my soapbox, and now we can fill in all the blanks of what we would like to talk about from Kansas.
Yeah. So
unless you have any reaction or any
no, I mean,
build off what I said.
I agree. I guess really the big thing that happened in stage 1 was Ryan Blaney pit maneuvering AJ Allmendinger. So that was fun.
If there's some guaranteed things in life, death, taxes, and something happening to Ryan Blaney on pit road.
Yeah.
I mean, even though that was legitimately all on Ryan Blaney and his spotter.
Yes, 100%.
But still, something is going to happen. And if it's going to happen to the 12 car, it's on pit road.
Yeah. Denny wins stage 1, followed by Larson, Reddick, Gibbs, and Bell. Again, Toyota is just absolutely dominating this season.
And there for a minute towards the end, I was like, damn, I actually knew what I was talking about. Look at Bell.
Yeah.
And it felt like a typical Bell day.
Yeah. It really did. Stage 2, once again, nothing, minus Larson getting in the lead and passing Harvick for the most laps led at Kansas of all time, 950 and counting at the point of lap 100. Then you have Larson winning stage 2, followed by Denny, Reddick, Chase Elliott, and then Bell again. This is the second Kansas Cup race where both stages went caution free. The
how many laps was the scheduled distance of the race? Let's call it what, 265 probably.
Yeah.
We went 264.9 laps without a caution.
Yeah. I guess that literally we can just jump to the end pretty much from here.
And I didn't mean to, like, if there's anything else.
No. Really, there's not. I mean, let's be real. I mean, like, Reddick kind of fights his way up there and is, he's been in the top 5, but you know what I mean. He's battling with the guys. And then lap 266, you have Cody Ware, who spins in turn 4 from 37th. Oh my gosh. And then that sends us into overtime.
Which Tyler Reddick. Oh, another thing. He comes on the radio. I ran out of gas.
Yes. Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, they're cheating because there's a switch in the car. There are 2 pickups for fuel.
Yes.
Yes, he legitimately did run out of gas. That is why he slowed down so much. He flipped the switch. It got fuel. They know how many laps they can go off of fuel. Like, he was still going to finish the race in second.
Yeah.
I'm so over
the people that are just,
and it's like, that's why I don't really temp check Facebook.
Oh God, yeah,
but
no.
Facebook has spilled over.
Yeah. They've gotten wise with it, where they're like, I can go on other social medias and say this crap.
My grandson taught me how to use Instagram. Now I'm gonna go on Instagram and talk shit about Toyota.
I'm talking shit about Toyota while also selling my credit card information to a Punjabi playboy king prince. Whatever.
When the IRS calls and says they need $200,000 in Walmart gift cards, or the next best, or you're going to jail, and then you just do it.
Yeah,
those people. Anyways,
the reason why when you go to the grocery store and you go to the gift cards, there's a section that's like, do you know who you're buying these for, or something like that? Like, but it still happens. Anyways, on the overtime restart, Denny leads from the inside, Reddick on the outside. Larson looks inside, Denny Hamlin and Reddick to take the lead in turn 1 and 2, and Reddick bumps up to Bell, who then brushes the outside wall, and Bell slows with a broken toe link, and Larson leads off of turn 4 ahead of Reddick. Then Tyler Reddick gets by Larson in 3 and 4 to take the win by 0.11 seconds. So yeah, You have Reddick winning his 5th race this season.
That was his 5th win in 9 races. This is the best start since Dale Earnhardt in 1987.
Yeah.
That was the last driver to win 5 of the first.
That's insane. Like, absolutely nuts. But your top 10, Reddick winning, Larson 2nd, Briscoe in 3rd, which I don't feel like you had heard a ton about Briscoe.
4 tires.
That makes sense.
And probably had a shot to win the race if he didn't just get loose and or tight, because I didn't watch the highlights before we did this today, so I forgot what exactly happened, but he washed up the track.
Denny in 4th, Bubba in 5th, Brad K in 6th.
If he can figure out qualifying, Unc will win.
Yes,
race.
100%.
Oh my God. Talladega?
Maybe. Who knows? Byron in 7th, Chase Elliott in 8th, Ty Gibbs in 9th, and then Chris Buescher in 10th. I was just 10 spots away from my pick winning. Cool. Also, some like honorable mentions right outside of the top 10.
Suarez?
That's Suarez is in 19th. So I wasn't going to bring him up.
I couldn't remember.
Cindric, top 12. Okay, shut up.
I just love to hate on him.
I know.
I like him.
And these are the 2 kind of bigger ones, I think. Riley Herbst in 13th and then Kleberheim in 15th. Nice. Yes, Kleberheim was the worst finishing 23-11 car out of all 4 of them.
But he ran solid.
Still ran solid all day and, brought home at the top 15.
Another big shout out, if I can, oh my goodness, if I can click on NASCAR app. I'm trying to see exactly where he finished. Bringing it home in 18th.
Yeah, I needed this favorite guy.
He didn't run 18th all day. He didn't have an 18th place car.
No.
He battled his way from starting pretty much last to the top 10 at one point. Alex Bowman.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Yes.
To one of his best statistical tracks. But still, this is the first mile and a half he's ran all year. He didn't have Vegas like everybody else to get a feel of it. He is behind everybody. Yeah, and we also got to think about we are running the cars with more horsepower. No, we're not. My bad. That's on the short tracks. My bad. I'm stupid. Anyways, roast me in the comments like we said earlier. Yeah, no, I had the same thought because, I mean, even last week at this, I picked him on our fantasy thing, and he got me a ton of points. I mean, last week I absolutely picked on fantasy lineups. Yeah. No, so Bristol. He ripped out at Bristol.
Never mind, at Kansas, that's what I did. Yeah, it was Kansas. My bad.
I was about to say,
I'm stupid.
He literally finished dead last. I'm stupid counter for.
Yeah, we need that.
5 or 6.
Yeah. Let us know in the chat. Anyways,
I found a couple interesting news things.
Okay.
News-ish things. Mm-hmm. Okay. 1, Corey Hyman 2311 secure a Field and Stream sponsorship for 3 races starting in Nashville.
Totally forgot to put that
in. He has funding now for the Cup Series.
Mm-hmm.
1. Dale Jr. predicts. Now, this I don't take with a grain of salt because I genuinely feel like Dale Jr. predicts he has insider knowledge.
Yeah.
He's not completely tipping. He's not saying, oh, this is going to happen, but you might want to listen if he's saying something because he knows. Now, Kyle Busch will go to Spire next year because he's mentioning that they have been in talks to try to get Kyle Busch to run Junior Motorsports races next year in the O'Reilly Series. He would not ever be able to run a Junior Motorsports O'Reilly's car while under contract with RCR, I don't feel like.
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
He has strong ties with Spire. When he sold his truck team off, he sold that to Spire. He sold the building and everything. That's Spire's shop. That is what BM used to be. Yes. Please, yes.
Yeah.
Let that happen. Not because I think that he's going to come back and win a championship or just be insane, but, I mean...
Who knows, honestly?
Yeah, I agree with who knows, but also got to be realistic. And I see something otherwise because
yeah, it's easy to blame the car, and I do genuinely, at least in my opinion, feel like it's the car, but also like he could get in the car and get outran by Suarez every single week, get outran by Hoceval every single week.
Yeah.
Which also on that podcast that he went on, he talked about how he doesn't like Carson Hoceval. Like they were asking him like, who are some of your least favorite drivers, and he was like, I'm cordial with most of them. I'm not friends with any of them, I would say, because it's weird to be friends with somebody that you want to go out on the track and absolutely destroy every week.
Yeah.
But he's like, the three that I dislike the most are Joe Logano, Valley.
Yeah.
They never have liked each other. It was Joe Logano, it was Brad Keselowski, and it was Carson Hoceval.
That's interesting.
And I was
that's
like,
going to be his teammate next year.
And I'm like, that. And go back to Atlanta in the truck series. Hoceval was content to be a company driver and put this guy to the win, who now just comes out and's like, yeah, I can't stand the guy. I don't like the guy. I'm like,
yeah, that's a good.
Yeah. SVG will reunite with Mies for a second truck start ever. That day at Watkins Glen. And then here's one that I found really interesting. So yes, Reddick has won 5 of the first 9 races. Do you know how many stages he's won this year?
Isn't it like 0?
Yes. You know how many laps he's had this year?
Less than 20. My bad. I'm so stupid. Yeah, never mind.
I was like, less than 20?
Yeah. No, I'm dumb. My bad. I'm stupid. Add it to the counter.
Yeah. So disclaimer, I'm not discrediting him. He has won 5 races. Has he dominated 5 races? No. Has he technically, on paper, deserved every one of the 5 wins? No, probably not. But at the end of the day, he was there. He won.
Yeah.
We're not taking away from it. But 0 stage wins, only 189 laps left. You can spin that in the negative direction, or you can spin that in, and I mean, I don't miss, I see both sides of this, but in the direction of, imagine they really start rolling, they start winning stages and dominating, leading class, how scary this could be.
Yeah.
For everybody else.
100%.
Yeah. Oh, and Trackhouse. Well,
yeah, what's going on?
Like, one thing I've thought about, they run ECR engines. Who are they running about the same as, if not worse, most weeks? RCR. Those are, in college, those are like your 3 ECR engine teams. I think the rest of them run Hendrick engines.
Yeah.
So if I was Trackhouse, I'd go find that lovely piece of paper that's signed with ECR, and how much money do you want to get out of this?
Yeah.
What can we be done?
Yeah. No, I agree.
Hey, Mr. H, we would like engines, please.
Yeah.
Like, go ahead and do yourself a favor.
They got to do something.
Is that all of it? I genuinely, I don't know. But it is weird that they're running so bad this year all of a sudden, and they, like, in a way, were they outperforming what they were the whole time? What?
Oh, like last year. Yeah.
Crazy was Suarez quietly carrying that whole team on his entire back, but getting absolutely crapped on by everybody, and then he leaves, and he's doing good, and they're not. I'm not saying that's the case, but that's a fun topic to bring up.
Yeah, very valid take for sure.
Anything else?
No, that's all I got. On to Dega. Let's go. You want to hit them with them past next gen winners?
Yeah. Slight flex. Also, as my family would like to say, this is my touch of the tism when it comes to NASCAR. I didn't even have to look this up because I've been to every single one of these races except for 2024 fall when Ricky won, but I still remembered that he won because he had the hole in his door. It was the Palm Olive bar. Hold on, I might just go full nerd here, and you'll see where I'm going to go with this.
Okay.
So 2022 spring was Ross Chastain. He won. It was in the BM Moose car. I remember that. Chase Elliott. No, I'm sorry. I wasn't at fall 2022 Chase Elliott.
I was about to say, I didn't think you were at that one either.
Sadly. That was in a Napa car, obviously.
Spring 2023, Kyle Busch. He won in the the McLaren Grills car. Random, but yes. Ryan Blaney, 2023 fall. That was Menards, and it was blue, and I don't think it was either Dutch Boy or Peak.
I feel like he runs Dutch Boy a lot.
It was one of the two. That's gonna be my borderline. 2024 spring, Tyler Reddick. That was the Jordan car, the white car, the big Jordan,
the Benz car.
2024 fall, Ricky Stenhouse. That was the Palmolive green. At Kroger might have been the top, but I know the side was Palmolive, and there was a hole in his door, literally from a tire. 2025 spring, Austin Cindric. That was in, you guessed it, a Menards car.
Was Delta?
No, I don't remember what was on the hood of that one. What was the, if it was black, what was the sponsor?
Duracell?
Maybe. It might have been Duracell.
I can't remember.
And then 2025 fall, Chase Briscoe. That was in the Bass Pro Shops car.
Anyways, talking about paint schemes. Hopefully this will
nice
go
little
up on
segue
TikTok.
there.
Yeah. I'll look for them every once in a while. We literally picked the same exact thing for each one.
I was about to say I genuinely don't know what your favorite even was supposed to be.
Oh. Sorry.
Wrestle.
Yeah. My favorite this week and Blake's favorite is Noah Gregson's PVR Grillo's Pickles car. I'm going to pick a pickle car, and then when you combine it with beer,
the car looks cool.
It does.
That sounds like the nastiest thing I've ever heard of in my whole entire life.
I'd try it.
I hate pickles, so
okay.
I'm out.
Fair. And you want to hit them with our least favorite since it's a conjoin?
Yeah, it was Cole Custer's Autodesk car.
Yeah. This car was annoying.
Yeah. But there were some good paint schemes.
No, because if the Grillo's car wasn't on there, I probably would have went with Riley Herbst's Beatbox car.
I did like that. That was vibrant. I will give a shout out to Trackhouse because I genuinely feel like they improved on the jockey car. Is it still kind of cartoony and annoying? Yeah, but that black with the blue going down it, great.
Yeah.
Way better than an all white car with a half naked dude on the side.
I agree.
Because what does that scream? Does that speak to us as NASCAR fans? No. I'm trying to think what else. I'm just going to do a quick go through of this. Chase Elliott's prime car is amazing.
The prime. I was going to say that the prime car does look cool.
Denny Hamlin's car.
I'm not the biggest fan of it.
I love it.
Really?
I don't like the side all that much in this rendering. But all the pictures I saw of it, from different angles and different shots on Joe Gibbs' social media, great. I love it. I love the colors, and I hate that because it is a Denny Hamlin car.
Yeah. Buscher's non-vegan nation.
Like it.
You don't like it?
It's boring. It's cool.
Whatever.
But it's not the meat car.
Yes, it's not the meat car. I like it.
I just felt like it lost a pizzazz to it. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, yeah.
We have the battle of the freaking energy drinks this week.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Form Energy on Byron, which that car looks cool.
Yeah.
Monster,
I assume, is Ty Gibbs. I can't remember. Honestly, he might not even be running that. But Rockstar.
No, he's Saya this week.
Okay. Ew. Rockstar, I like it because it's a black base, but it has all the bright yellow and different stuff. The Doritos car for Eric Jones is great.
Yes, I agree. 100% on that one.
Oh, yeah, we don't have a monster car. That sucks. And then the Intimidante at Talladega.
Yes.
Carson Hose. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, because honestly, it was kind of boring just to say both of our favorites and both of our least favorites. So there's some extras for you. Yeah. Hopefully, all of them stay on all four wheels.
I'm scrolling through O'Reilly's, and O'Reilly's is actually kind of really good too, because low-key
Arby's car is cool.
Yes, because it looks like a throwback.
Yeah, it's like vintage-ish.
Yeah, I like it. There's some good ones.
The Starkey car is really cool because it's not that I don't like the orange one, but we've changed it up. Now it's the blue. It's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, no, going all the way through, even like Alfredo's the Dude Wipes car looks really cool.
Yeah.
Shoot, Parker Retzlaff, also cool. That like blue and green together, it's cool. Actually, you know what? Anthony Alfredo's car literally looks like the car I made for my character in the new NASCAR game. Because I did a Grillo's car and I did like black and green. That's literally almost exactly what it looks like. I expect some payment from NASCAR and his team. Anyways, no, I'm joking. Either way.
So now we're on to picks.
Yes, and I have no picks written down, so
Yeah.
I am completely going off the dome.
You want to take a peek through the entry list, or do you know who you're going with no matter what?
I think I know who I'm going with.
All right, you lead us off.
I am going to go. You know what? I'll switch it up just so that we have something different.
Oh, you looked at mine already?
I see it now.
Dang it.
For O'Reilly's, I'm gonna go with Austin Hill, and not that much different than yours, but.
And I'm going with Jesse Love.
Yeah. So battle the RCR here.
I want to pick a JGR car. I really do. Or not JGR, Junior.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, or a JGR car at this point. But Junior, and I say this being a fan and liking 3/4 of your team every week for the most part, you always find a way to self-implode on super speedways. And it doesn't give me much hope because... Yeah. So yeah, Jesse Love. I mean, look, at the end of the day, we are competing with each other. So like every now and then we're gonna have to make a boring layup pick.
Yeah.
One to watch. Let me look at the entry list and see if this person. Nope, that's TikTok. Where's NASCAR? Let me see if this person's on the entry list. I don't know if he is. No, he's not going to be because Brent Cruz is running. Never mind. I was going to say if Gio's running, look out for Gio.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, watch out for anybody. Like, you never know. Sheldon Creed.
Yeah.
Like, that could be a sleeper. I don't know about Corey Day. I really don't. Because he wrecked out in Daytona. Or not wrecked out in Daytona. Well, he was in a wreck at Daytona. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those, pretty much anybody in the field could win. Rajah's in a junior car. I think that could go well.
Yeah,
Like,
as long as they don't self-implode.
yeah, I mean, it's not a given, RCR is going to win, but I just feel like until proven otherwise...
We're going to a super speedway.
Yeah.
It's,
it's hard not to.
I'm going to let you give your cup pick first.
Did you already look at it?
Yes, because this is... I know exactly why and your reasoning, I think, behind this, but...
So we're going to do something fun then. I'm going to say my pick, and then you're going to tell me what you believe my reasoning and why is, and then I will either say, yes, that is correct, or then I will give my reasoning and why.
Okay.
My pick is Noah Gragson.
Okay, so here's why you picked him. 1, anybody can win this race. Right place, right time, you can win this race. Gregson, decent at Dega. If I'm not mistaken, when he was in Xfinity, he has a Dega win. Not multiple, right? But at least one.
I know of one for sure.
So, and he ran good there in O'Reilly's. And I think it's just one of those, like, it's like going and saying that Ricky Stenhouse could win. Like,
I would feel more confident putting U.S. currency on Ricky Stenhouse.
Yes,
to win this race,
100%. Okay, better thing. You could say Todd Gilliland.
Yeah,
like it's just the kind of like the like Dega ends up being where the kind of backmarker team sometimes will pull through and win. So that's what I think.
So yes, but I'm gonna piggyback off of it because there were a few small points.
Okay.
The closest Noah Gragson has ever came to winning a Cup Series race was Talladega. He was in a Chevy at the time, but he was leading in overtime and got wrecked by Ross Chastain. We almost saw the Wendy's Biggie Bag car win with Noah Gragson. I was going to lose my mind, and of course he got wrecked. But what he races for front row and is in a Ford. Who, for whatever reason, every time at Talladega, it feels like lately, gets a top 5. One of the front row cars, who is very good at super speedways, Ford.
Mm-hmm.
This would not shock me at all.
Yeah.
And having Grillos and PBR on the car, he's going to be out there shotgunning some nasty pickle beer on the front stretch if he wins.
Yeah. No, I mean, I totally, I didn't even think about the whole Ford thing. That's so true. My pick for Cup this week is going to be Austin Cindric. I think he has had so far the quietest season where he's running good for his standard, I think.
Okay.
And he's good at Dega. He's good at super speedways.
Yeah.
He's arguably the best super speedway racer that we have right now.
I feel like, yes, still to an extent, but this year I haven't seen the same.
Not as much, but the thing is, he is still cranking out top 10 to top 15s just about. I mean, I think if you went back and looked, we can do this because this has so far been a shorter episode. Okay, races. We'll go back to.
So Cindric was in a wreck, I'm assuming, at Daytona because he finished 34th, 7 laps down. So that one we're not going to really consider. Atlanta, where did he finish? He finished 26th, 14 laps down, so he was also in a wreck. Okay, so maybe this year I can't really say that he looks different because.
But let's take it a step further. Okay. We're not going to look at Coda because that doesn't matter.
Even though Cindric, like, until this generation, I don't know what has changed, but like coming up, it was, Cindric, the road course guy, like all this. And then now, like, dude looks like a fish out of water on road courses all of a sudden.
Cindric wrecked out at Texas.
So on the year, he has 1 top 5 and 2 top 10s.
Okay.
Now, put that into perspective, Joey Logano, who we feel like is having an abysmal year, has 2 top 5s and 3 top 10s.
Yeah.
And then their teammate, Ryan Blaney, has
a win.
a win, 3 top 5s, 6 top 10s.
Yeah.
And is third in points.
Yes.
Penske is 3, 14, and 17. So genuinely, I feel like I'm cooking a little bit on my hot take of the only Penske driver to win this year and make the chase will be Blaney because Joey's teetering on the edge there and Cindric's on the outside looking in.
Yeah. No, definitely. I agree with that.
But the whole borderline of the chase is so interesting right now because you have Logano, who's been running horribly, but, I mean, is a multi-time champion, blah, 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 whatever, could turn it on at a certain point of the year and climb his way up. Or the way I honestly see it more is that we're starting to see the beginning of the end of Joey Logano and his ability to run well every week. He's 14th. Chase Briscoe, who had an awful start of the year, terrible luck, could never extract all the speed out of the car and get the finish he deserved, is 15th.
Yeah.
He's on an uptick. Suarez is 16th. Then you
crazy.
And then you have Cindric in 17th, SVG in 18th, McDowell in 19th, Ross Chastain in 20th. So that, like, 14 to 20, I mean, they are probably like 60 to 70 points.
Yeah.
Spread. It sounds like a lot. But if somebody wins one race, that's 55 points.
Yeah.
So you start running consistent if you're in that 14 to 20 range and you find a way to win. I mean, you've vaulted yourself up. Yeah. And then Bowman obviously is still 36th in points.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see, is he going to make the chase? No, I don't think so. I think that
ship sailed.
Yeah, I think it's too many points. unless he just finds something and goes on a heater. Like, I will not rule it out, but genuinely, I do not feel like he will.
Yeah.
But it will be very interesting to see how far can he climb.
Yeah.
Because people that I think by the time the chase starts that he will easily be passed in points. Cody Ware, Cole Custer, Connor Zilich, Ty Dillon. I would think Noah Gragson probably. Stenhouse, Nemechek, Herbst, Kyle Busch, borderline on Josh Berry, probably Josh Berry. I could see Austin Dillon, like I could see him making it to maybe like 20th.
Yeah.
Which all things considered would be impressive.
Yes. I 100% agree with that.
Because he wasn't lighting the world on fire before he got hurt, obviously.
Yeah.
He didn't have hardly any points to show for it at the beginning. Or not hurt, vertigo, sickness, whatever.
Yeah.
When his ailments kept him out of the car.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Anything else for this week? Let you get a sip of your Lando Norris Monster.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Not gonna lie, guys. I had a sip of it. Anything else?
I'm interested to see with this stage flip of Dega. I know we've talked about it, but we've had some time to sleep on it, to think about it. I'm interested to see what that's going to do. A lot of me wants to say that is going to do absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Where I could see it being a benefit if I wanted to have a fully positive, optimistic outlook. You will not have to stop for fuel in stage 2 and in stage 3. There's going to be, I would assume, no gridlock.
Yeah.
And if people are content to ride where they are, cool. But now you're going to have people that are going to be aggressive because they know everybody can make it on fuel. So it will be very interesting to see what level of aggression we get and how that potentially ups the
ante,
the viewing pleasure, ups the super speedway race itself. Because again, I was talking to my dad about this. You go back and you look at older super speedway racing, for a while they would run the top of the track, single file, and just parade around in a train. Now it just looks cooler because they do it but at the end of the day, you're never really going to get rid of fuel saving. If you got rid of stages, I do think, or if you got rid of stage breaks, not stages, I do think that it would minimize the fuel saving, but you're still going to have it. You're going to have it everywhere. It's just a part of racing, but I will be interested to see how crazy the end of this race will be, knowing that even without a wreck and a caution that you can make it on fuel.
Yeah.
How many people are going to take it 4 wide and try to rip the top or rip the bottom, and who's going to just be lane switching and taking every run. It could be very, very, very intense and interesting racing at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It could also be a snooze fest. We don't know.
Yeah. I'm very, very jealous that you're going and I'm not, because I didn't plan well. Anyways, anything else for this week? Are we good?
I think we're good.
Sick. So this has been the Checkered Chat. I'm still Justin.
I'm still Blake.
And you guys can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. YouTube. What else am I? Amazon Podcast, all that good stuff.
Apple Podcast.
Apple Podcast. That's what I'm forgetting about. I don't have my notes up right now because I locked my iPad. Anyways, and you can't forget about it. Even though Blake already said it, he didn't forget about it. He stole my line. Anyways, Audible. We will see you guys next week. Bye.